It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead is a rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. Fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Now Darnold. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Darnold. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
A nice performance last week. Recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has. I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. Flush to his right. This one caught by Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Back to throw, Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now it's Darnold sliding out of the pocket. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Here's 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. Down the numbers. There he goes. Inside the 20, Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point try now for Moody. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. DeAndre Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Evans. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Wishnowsky on to punt as he sends this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he'll only get this back to the 10-yard line. Not too sure what he was doing there. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They go play action with Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Darnold. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. Down to the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, 70 yards. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now Moody for the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was... It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins. A touchdown on a kick return and now run through the air as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he will take this one back all the way inside the 35.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
On first down, Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Darnold on first down. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Darnold now to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And Darnold's going to change the play. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, Darnold. And he floats one there, incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, 36 yards. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Darnold. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's Darnold now on second down. Connects with Kittle underneath. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw, Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Now a 2nd and 2. Now Darnold. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle from 13 yards out. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your...
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Again, Elmer Barton, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
3rd and 2, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the 49ers are going to take over here up near the 40. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Darnold completes it. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 129 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Darnold's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Here we go, set.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Back to throw, Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, With his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And it's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. They go play action with Hurts.
Rolling to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
taking it in from 24 yards out.
And the Niners take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. They go with McCaffrey.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This is Smith with a grab. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
Back to throw now on first down.
That's complete to Dion.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And at this stage, in the fourth, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the 50, it's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have taken a 4th quarter lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing is Hurts. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles are able to move back in front. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2.
63.
Hurts will throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Great stop by Darius Slay to back up the offense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Darnold. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now Darnold. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
Here's 1st and goal. McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Darnold. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
So they were stopped trying to run the ball on 1st down. Now they take a sack on 2nd down. The offensive coordinator's got to find a way to flip the script on the defensive coordinator, because right now the defense has the advantage.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Extra point try now for Moody. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Great.
Here's first and 10.
73. No.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now on second down. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. First and 10 all the way throughout the game, second and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Darnold, his first throw in overtime. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now it's Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the 49ers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play call.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, That's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.